Hi again, public speaking students, Ms. O'Reilly here. I am going to show you now how to cite a source that is not from the library's resources. So citing a website that you found on your own. Hopefully you followed all of the things to make sure that it's a good site. If you're not sure if it is a site that will give you good information or not, check with me. Check with Mrs. Vaughn, Ms. Greenblatt, our other library media specialist is great with that kind of stuff too. You can check in with her. But once you have a site that you would like to use, here is how you can cite, C-I-T-E, that website, S-I-T-E. If you have not watched part one, please go back and watch at least the beginning of part one because that shows you how to set up your Works Cited Google Doc so that it will be in the correct hanging indent format. So again, if you have not watched that first part, at least of part one, where you set up your Google Doc with your hanging indents, please pause this video, go back to part one, and get yourself set up with your Works Cited Google Doc first. Okay, once you have done that and you're ready to add in your other website to your Works Cited, you will first open the template. So go to your Google Classroom and pull up the template that I put in there or that Mrs. Vaughn added for you on how to cite a website. So I will open this template. Now, this has already been formatted for you in the correct way. What you need to do now is go between your website that you are citing and this template. Anything that you see here that is highlighted in blue, you will delete and add in the specific information for your site. The spacing and the punctuation that is not highlighted in blue, for example, this comma that is not highlighted, this period, this quotation mark, those things are the parts that have to be there in order for your citation to be in correct MLA format. So I've created this template for you so that you can have the right punctuation and formatting and just plug in the information that you need. All right, so what we're going to do first is we're going to go here to the website that I want to cite. So this is from the American Kennel Club, and it's about having emotional support animals, sticking with the pet theme for this. First thing I need to find is the author's last name. Now, on a website, this can be tricky. Sometimes there is not an author on websites. You can look at the top. Usually it will show up, as in this one, underneath the title. Or if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the article, sometimes you will see a person's name there. If you do find a name, please do put it in where it says author's last name and first name, first initial, whatever information you can find. If you do not, then you can start with this first quotation mark, highlight all of this, and delete all of that, because your citation, if there is no author's name given, your citation will then start here with the title of the website with this first quotation mark, and then you'll plug in the title. But since I do have a name here, I am going to add mine in. So Gibeault. So I'm going to delete this. Gibeault for her first name, or sorry, her last name. And then I'm going to come here and I will delete, keep that period, but delete what's highlighted in blue. And then her first name was what? Stephanie? Stephanie. I'm going to type that. And now I'm ready to come over here to this period after it says title of web page. I'm going to backspace all of that to make sure I keep this quotation mark. And then I will put in my title, everything you need to know about emotional support animals. Everything you need to know. And notice the capitals because it is a title. So I'm making sure that I use the correct capitalization here. All right, I will leave that period, leave that quotation mark, that end quote, leave that space. Come over here. Notice how this is italicized. I will delete where it says name of website, but keep the formatting for the italicized. So the website, as I mentioned, is the American Kennel Club. Oops, so American Kennel Club. And then the date, October 3rd, 2019. So it says most recent date found on the web page. So I'm going to delete that and I will put October, what did it say, 3rd? Let me check that. October, yes, 3rd, 2019. And finally, leave this period here at the end, but delete this blue highlight part. I need the URL. So I'll come up here and I'm going to copy my web address, paste that back in, and now we're good to go. All right, the last thing I'm going to do is highlight this information, copy it, bring it over to, oops, sorry, bring it over to my works cited that I already started from part 1 of this video, and I'm going to paste this in. Now, my person's last name was a G, so it actually would need to fall in between these two citations that I already have here. Oh, we want one space in between each. I'll have to check that later. All right, so Cooper, and then my Gibbo, Stephanie, and then Popwell. And we'll see that the formatting here is not right. Plus, we want to get rid of the highlighting. So I'm going to highlight that one again. I'm going to change my color to no highlighting. And then I want to go back to what the rest of this is, Arial 10, it looks like. So I will just change my font so then it then matches the rest. And you'll see we have our works cited now in the correct format. We may need to check with Mrs. Vaughn to see exactly what we want this this to be. Perhaps it needs to be Times New Roman 12, which is how all official papers were done in my day. Okay, so there we go. There you have it. Your works cited. We can now take this, copy and paste it onto a page at the end of our speech, or just attach it as another document to the work that you are turning in. I hope this was helpful. Again, please don't hesitate to reach out if you need any further help with any of this. Thanks, everybody. Bye.